Mario Brothers views on the Super Mario Brothers movie. Mario says, while it's nowhere near as thrilling as a turtle tripping your way to 128 lives, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is a colorful, albeit thinly plotted animated adventure that has about as many Nintendo's as Nintendon'ts. Luigi says, wahoo! The Mario Brothers movie was great! I don't know what the critics are talking about. They probably accidentally went and saw the 1993 version, whatever date that movie was. Hello everybody and welcome back to Meme Review, where we thumbs up the Mario Brothers movie. Wahoo, good job. One up. When the critics are slamming your new movie, but you're still making a killing at the box office. Wasn't the Super Mario Bros. Movie the biggest opening for any animated film ever? Like, that's a huge achievement. That's insane, boy. And that's why I love Mario. A little known fact, by the way, when I was a kid, I got my dad to make an entire room with like Mario blocks that hung off the ceiling and like you'd punch him. Oh, I loved it. Like, if you put a shiny yellow question mark block in front of me as a kid, I probably would have like tried to shove it in my mouth and lick it. Minecraft, after finally releasing the bike update. Oh boy, can't wait to get around to this. That looks so painful to drive. Oh, can you imagine the friction? That is awful. Me confessing my crimes to the police officer before he can read my rights so that it's inadmissible in court. Don't do this. That's terrible. Like, I get what you're trying to do before, like, they say you have the right to remain silent, because you could say, oh, I didn't know that. But I'm pretty sure they can still, like, testify in court that you did say this. Although maybe not. Maybe it does work. That would be the ultimate troll. Like, yes, officer, I did kill 30 people, but you haven't read me my rights, so the court will never know. Here we go. Please don't do this. Voluntary statements are admissible. Miranda rights apply and need to be read only if someone is in custody, blah, 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 blah. Basically, I cannot do a little bit of trolling. My day is officially ruined. My life over. Me waiting for my mental state to finally snap. It's about to happen. It's gonna happen real soon. You haven't read me my rights. Japanese game show producers watching a young man sign his rights away so they can torture him for months. Japanese game shows are wild. Did you hear about that one Japanese game show where they had the guy that was just in a room for about a year, and the only way he could get food or anything was through winning it via magazine competitions where you like write and submit an entry? Dude, that's gotta be classified as torture. If your dad's pants look like this, there won't be any phones at the dinner table. Why is this actually so true? I feel like that would be true, right? Like, cause when you got the old-fashioned pants, you're probably gonna have an old-fashioned dad, and that old-fashioned dad's gonna be like, oh, none of this no wacky technology here. I don't want to be seeing no lanky box at the tables. Does anyone have dads like this and they do that? And if your lawyer's pants look like that, you're going to jail. Okay, why does that also sound so true? Point of view, your food in my place. Yes, I too jump directly at my pantry closet and slide across, eating up everything like it's something out of Scooby-Doo with my Georges down like a cobra. Imagine if humans actually ate food like that. Like, we didn't put it down using gravity, we actually just like used momentum to get food down our throats. That'd be so awful. Introverts realizing they have to take leadership because no one in the team will do anything on their own. This is why I hate group assignments. Group assignments are the worst because you have to pull up your own bootstraps and then do everyone else's laces and tell them what to do as well. When I was at uni, that's what I had to do. And it was actually horrible because people sometimes don't want to do that sort of thing. And so you ask them, hey, David, where is the sheet of paper talking about the Java code for the back end of the database? And he's like, I didn't know that was due today. And it's like, David! Anyway, I'm getting off track here. That was a while ago. It doesn't matter anymore. When you say something to your therapist and they firmly reply with, I did not need to know that. You know you've messed up then when the person who you're literally meant to be the most open with is like, maybe close it off a bit. Me when I talk to my therapist about all my Robux purchases, we get a little wacky. You're in a zombie apocalypse. The infection time is really short. They can run. There are special zombies. Okay, that's the worst kind of zombie apocalypse you could be in. But who the heck is going like this with this happy face during the zombie, like when they find out they're in a zombie apocalypse? No, that is not me. I will be very, I'll be like already in the bottom category there. Maybe as a kid, if you asked me when I was a kid, like whether you'd want a zombie apocalypse to happen, I'd be like, yeah, I could take that. While I'm like chewing on a piece of wheat or something like an idiot. When I was a kid, I was hoping that like a white van would stop near me and a guy would get out and threaten me so that I could pull some like 4-year-old kung fu moves on him. Little did I know, I probably wouldn't have stood a chance against a fully grown man, but I was overconfident. And that's why I don't think you want a zombie apocalypse. I was the same with natural disasters. I was like, man, I wish something crazy would happen to spice up my school day. No, you know what? While we're on the topic of zombie apocalypses, and this is something I always want to bring up here, I'm starting to rant a bit now, but literally, they're gonna decay. Zombie apocalypses are physically impossible because even if people got infected and wanted to start eating other people and that would spread the infection, after like 2 days of just walking out in the cold, your muscles are gonna stop themselves, you're just gonna fall over, and then all the bugs are gonna eat you. And then the bugs might become infected. That might be a problem if like mosquitoes and stuff can spread it. But you're not gonna be worrying about like humans running around even after like a week. Yeah, someone else asked this. Why is she smiling if she's in a zombie apocalypse? Because she thought they were the Walking Dead type. Screw you and your entire bloodline if you carry your pizza like this. And before you ask, that does not look like frozen pizza because it's got like a hole in it for the heat, and also apparently that brand doesn't do frozen pizzas, and that is disgusting. That means it's a warm pizza that's like flat in the box and it's gonna be flipped over now, and it's gonna be gross and disgusting. This person needs to be taken away from planet Earth. They gotta be sent somewhere else. Somewhere where when the police ask me, I'm gonna reveal it before they tell me about my rights. And then they'll wish that they read me my rights beforehand. Johnson, son of John. Davidson, son of David. Williamson, son of William. And Jefferson, son of Jeffer. Hold on, I never even realized that that was an actual thing in the past. That's probably how those last names happen. And also, yeah, who's going around being called Jeffer? I feel like that's like a clown name. Like you go to the local carnival and then like it'll be Jeffer the clown. Simpson, son of Simp. Oh no. Oh, this actually works. Son of Jeffrey. Okay, that probably makes sense. Common people's fears. Falling, death, presentations. My fear. My fear is exactly like that, but not with a snake, it's with a spider. Because I remember as a kid, there was this little, it was like a happy little kid's song, a jingle, and it went like spider in the bath, spider in the bath, creepy crawly something something spider in the bath. And it was like a spider that was in a bath. And that now whenever I think of like the tubs or like the toilets, any of that sort of like material, I'm like, what if there's a spider in there? And so whenever I'm taking a number 2, I'm always looking around beforehand, because you don't want to be sitting down on a toilet when there's something around that could crawl on you. Hey, this is the song, by the way. Wow, that's actually terrifying. Creepy crawly spider in the bath. Look at that. Okay, I can see why I was traumatized at that as a kid. That's creepy, just seeing the legs coming out of the drain. No wonder. I thought like now that I'm an adult, I'd be like, hey, that's not creepy, but it's still. And also what probably didn't help with my fear of spiders, them. Don't worry, he's friendly. The pet in question, a literal face hugger. That's so terrifying. That also probably contributed to my fear of spiders. I probably saw that accidentally when I was a child, and I was like, oh, spiders do this to me? Oh no. Point of view, your product has the word monster in it. Oh no, Monster Energy, they're coming for you. They want out licenses to anything. In case you don't know what's going on, Monster Energy is just going crazy with the lawsuits right now. Like, they're monsters themselves. Like, they're suing Nintendo, like the Pokemon company, because I think in Japan they're called Pocket Monsters. They're suing other companies. They're suing Dark Deception, more of Mortals and Monsters, something like that, because they have monsters in the name. It's just horrible. Horrible. I was gonna say horrible, but I mixed it up with terrible and I got terrible. Me realizing that Nintendo Nintendo Switch is 6 years old. Already 6 years? Dude, imagine how I feel about the Nintendo Wii. I grew up on that. That released in 2012. It's been 11 years since the Wii came out. And I tried playing the Wii again, and the quality, like the pixelation was crazy. Crazy bad, by the way, not good. The resolution was horrible. And the PS5 is almost 3 years old. Okay, that one's even crazier. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures! First season! Yahoo! The final season. These guys are about to die a very horrible death in Star Wars. Honestly, I wish we could see that. Like, imagine the final episodes. It just ends with that. Oh, it's like a nature documentary. Me uses a knife to save ammo. The laser tag employee watching the security footage. You know, there was one thing I really hated in laser tag. I used to be really good at laser tag, by the way. So good, I was worried that the army was about to knock at my door and ask me to sign up because I was scoring top on the leaderboard every single time I went in. But there was this one really annoying thing that happened was when like there were older people in there and these people didn't care for the laser tag rules. It was disgusting. And they'd like try and block your actual laser tag gun with their hands. And it's like, my dude, that's not how you do it. You just go for it. Like, I'm not even chasing after him. Yeah, I just like walk up. I'm like, oh, hello. What are you doing right here? And then he blocks it with my hand. With his hand. It's like, bro, come on. Night shift switching to day shift. What is this place? Day shift switching to night shift. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Going onto a night shift from when you were originally used to working during the day, that would be so horrible. I have a friend who works night shifts and oh my goodness, it sounds miserable. Like they literally have to work all night, then they have to sleep during the day, the next day, so they lose all of that day, and then they have to, like, they stay up during the night as well because they're not tired anymore, and it takes a couple days to get the sleep schedule back down. I would not recommend it. Me on my way to put random flags on the street just to mess with GeoGuessr players. Oh, that's cruel, but actually genius as well. Like, just put a Norway flag in the middle of Sydney. Me when my ex-girlfriend gets a new boyfriend and I lose my job in the same week. Of course, this happens when I can't afford a therapist. Ooh. That's rough. That is rough, buddy. Ooh. Smash like and subscribe if this is your exact situation right now. And we can be sad together. All like 60,000 of us just chilling and losing our ex-girlfriends and our jobs. Most of you probably don't have jobs yet. You're working, you're still in school. But soon! No one! Americans according to Japan! Man! Be the Americans that Japan thinks you are! Because that is glorious. I mean, probably don't do what, is it Funny Valentine? I think it's Funny Valentine from JoJo does. Then do that to your back. And then how retired NBA players make playing in the 80s and 90s sound like. It was a war. It's like our parents saying how they used to get to school. It was terrible. Horrible. Guys, smash like and subscribe if you enjoyed this meme review and don't want to go back to the 80s and 90s. And I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.